students, today we are going to discuss about one another cycle in the body, that is called as estrous cycle. In our previous video we had talked about the menstrual cycle, which is present in the female primates. Clear? The estrous cycle is present in the non-primates. The non-primate females shows estrous cycle. Basically, this is a cycle which is mostly found in the seasonal breeders. The organisms which shows the estrous cycle, mostly these animals are the seasonal breeders. It means they are having a particular season for the breeding. At that time, the females are receptive for the copulation. And this is a very short time period in which the females are receptive to receive the insemination or to receive the semen of the male. Clear? So this cycle is called as estrous cycle, which is present in the other mammals or the other animals except primates. Now, menstrual cycle is only the characteristic feature of the primate, and all of the other animals shows the estrous cycle. In this time, the heat is liberated from the body. That's why it is also called as heat period or the receptive period. Now, it is a very short time period. For example, in cows, it is approximately of 18 hours. Here, for that particular time of 18 hours, the females are receptive to receive the male reproductive gametes. Clear? The organisms which have one estrous cycle in a year, they are called as monoestrous animals. For example, monoestrous animals having one estrous cycle per year, they are called as monoestrous. For example, deer. Deer is the organism which is having only one estrous cycle during a year. If the organism is having two estrous cycle per year, then they are called as diestrous organisms. Diestrous animals which are having two estrous cycles per year, these are called as diestrous or biestrous animals. For example, cats and dogs. Now, they are also called as biestrous. Diestrous or biestrous. For example, cats and dogs. These animals are having two estrous cycles per year. And if the organism is having many estrous cycles per year, then they are called as polyestrous animals. Polyestrous means the organism having many estrous cycles per year. They are called as polyestrous. For example, rats and guinea pigs. Rats and guinea pigs are the examples of polyestrous animals. So, it is a cycle which is present in the non-primate females. It is also called as heat period because in this cycle, the female is receptive only for a short duration of time. Now, come to the difference between estrous cycle and the menstrual cycle. Clear? Difference between estrous cycle difference between the estrous cycle and menstrual cycle. First difference, estrous cycle is present in the non-primate females and the menstrual cycle is present in the primate females or in the female primates. So it is the first and important difference menstrual cycle is present in the primates and estrous cycle is present in the non-primate females. Second difference is in estrous cycle there is no vaginal bleeding. Here no vaginal bleeding is there. It means no menstrual flow is there. But in case of menstrual cycle, there is a vaginal bleeding for 4 to 5 days. So here the vaginal bleeding is taking place, in which the endometrium layer gets degenerated and it is getting excreted out of the body through this vaginal bleeding. But in case of estrous cycle, there is no bleeding is there, and the endometrium which gets torn off, it is again absorbed in the body. This is the one more important characteristic feature. The endometrium layer which is present inside the uterus, the innermost layer which gets thicker during the time of the cycle, this endometrium layer is reabsorbed in the body of the organism. So this is the one important difference. Here the endometrium layer is reabsorbed in the body, and in the menstrual cycle the endometrium is excreted out of the body through vaginal bleeding. So this is the important difference between estrous cycle and the menstrual cycle. In our next video, we will discuss about the process of fertilization. Now we had discussed all the processes, the process of spermatogenesis, the pre-fertilization changes, all have discussed. Spermatogenesis, oogenesis, menstrual cycle, and all other the things which are responsible for the fertilization. So all the preparations are completed. Now the time is fertilization. So about fertilization we will discuss in our next video. Thank you very much.